So here we have a 3D model downloaded from the internet. Let's just double click it. It's a table with some chairs. I want to make sure that it's ready to use in Wizard. Now, first of all, let me just go back for a second, and you see it has GLTF format. By default, it opens with the Microsoft 3D Builder or 3D Viewer, but I associated it with the Wizard Inspector, so I can just double click it. And you can do that by going to Open With, choose another app, more apps, and you can actually navigate to the World Viz folder and open it with the inspector. Okay, that's what I've done. So first of all, we want to make sure it has the right size. Down here in the corner, we have the size really huge, 334 meters. We don't want that. We want to make it small. So we'll select the root node here and use the uniform scale tool and make it 0.01 of what it was. Hit the Z key, and now we're centered in on the object again. We can see the bounding box is 3 meters by 1.8, 1.5 meters. That's a completely real world scale. We're fine. If we click on the scene here and zoom out, we see that the actual center of the world is right here. And I want my objects to be at 0. I also want my objects to be rotated. So I want my objects to be the origin of the world. And I also want my objects to be rotated already the way I want them to face me. So I actually want to be facing the table in the other direction. So I'm going to go back here to the root node, and this time I'll rotate it around, and I'm just going to do 180 degrees. Let's see, where did it go? Okay, it's right here. And we can see here that the transformation origin is offset from the model itself, which makes things a little bit difficult, because if it were in the center of the object, it'd be much easier to transform it. But it's a model that we got from the internet for free, so can't complain. Next thing I want to do is look at the scene again. Okay, that's the center of the world and root node. So I can also just go ahead and reposition this object, so I can place it like right in the center of the world. And maybe if I'm going to be appearing myself just a bit in front of the origin, I'll just place the table like right here. Press Z. Let's look at the scene. Origins like right here. This looks pretty good. We can make fine adjustments from here on quite easily. I can go to the root node, and I have the X, Y, and Z position, so I can actually move these things around now with fine control. I have a bunch of objects already on the table, like I have a vase and flowers, books, and I can reposition these as well. So for instance, I could move the vase, move the flowers, etc. So they're not right in front of me. I can also, for instance, say, I really could use another chair, so I can hold down the Shift key and at the same time just make another one. Actually, didn't really do that the right way. Let's just go up a level. Here we have the full chair, so here we have another chair. It's great. When we're ready, we just go and hit File, Save As, and we save it as an OSGB file. That's the file that you can use in Wizard. Now, one more thing here. This is just a table with chairs, and I want something to place it in, a room, and I can merge models in here. So I already have a model that I've created. Okay, so that's this white room model. I've created this in 3D Studio Max. It's a very simple model. I'll just go ahead and that's the wrong one. We'll just add it here. So now I have some context. At this point, I can just go ahead and save the whole thing, right? And that's it. We can then load up this model in Wizard.